Hi guys, so today's the day. 14 months in the making. That's how long it's taken me to get to this stage, by a couple of weeks, holidays and whatnot. But today is the day we take the Mini Cooper S for its MOT. For those outside the UK, because I know there are a few followers outside the UK, the MOT, I think it stands for Ministry of Transport, and it's an annual test that all cars in the UK have to have I think it's after 3 years of age. They have to have in order to ensure that they are in a roadworthy condition. Debate classic cars because for some inexplicable reason in the UK, some like it, some don't, but when a car gets to 40 years old, it no longer requires an MOT. You would have thought that as the car gets older, that it would actually be better and wiser to have an annual test on an older car. But hey, I don't make the rules, that's what it is. So maybe an older car, classic car, could be something on the agenda for the future. But today is the day. I have absolutely everything crossed. I am quite anxious, if I'm honest. As you know, if you followed this journey, the car has been through a heck of a lot. I've done a hell of a lot of work to it. I'm no mechanic, just a guy who likes tinkering, as I've always said. So, disclaimer, don't do what I do. Listen to the experts or do it your own way. It's on your back, whatever. Just get that one out of the way. But yeah, so today is the day we're going to get it to the MOT station and let them tell me if I've done a good job or not. I don't know. Fingers crossed. Garage keys. Okay. Here it is, waiting. Tailgate's up. Basically because I put a trickle charger on the battery just to make sure it's in tip-top condition. So here we go, guys. Wish me. Oh, one thing I did want to point out. I have this under here. No leaky in my Cooper S. Let's hope it starts. I'll be the first one. So, here we go. Oh, is it right to be this nervous after spending so much time on your hands and knees? But hey, it is what it is. At some point you've got to bite the bullet, but this is actually going to be the first time I've driven on the road in anger in my Mini Cooper S. The young lad I bought it off, Charlie, lovely lad, local lad, he actually delivered it to my house, and after about a day after he delivered it, I went on holiday, and after I came back off the holiday is when I put it in the garage, got it up on the axle stands and started the work on it. So I took it for a quick drive up and down the housing estate a couple of weeks ago, or a few weeks ago. Once I finished it, got it on all fours, just to make sure that nothing fell off, which it didn't. But yeah, it's going to be the first time I've actually driven this on the road, so you're going to join me on that. I'm super stoked with this. I mean, it just ticks over lovely. the temperature is bang on. There's no leaks. There's no bangs. There's nothing. It's honestly, I'm so happy with how it's turned out. And so it's going in for the MOT today. I said to the guys, if it passes the MOT, there again, if it passes the MOT, then I want them to do a 4-wheel alignment, because obviously all the suspension's been off, everything, the geometry is going to be all out, so I just want them to do that as well. What I said to them is, if it doesn't pass, for whatever reason, then not to do it. Well, if it's anything to do with the suspension or steering or anything, then not to do the 4-wheel alignment, because I may have to take the wheels off, the suspension, whatever I need to do. Anything that involves the wheels, suspension, etc., then I won't have the 4-wheel alignment done. If it's just a case of, I don't know, a bulb or something, which I'd be furious about, but if it's something and nothing that doesn't involve it, or something that doesn't involve the suspension, etc., then obviously I'll still get that done. I was going to get it done. It's going to be done regardless, because what you don't want is uneven tyre wear, etc. And because the tyres on it are brand new, as I've heard a certain, I think it's Welshmen say. Yeah, so here we go. Here we go. Oh, it's very sprightly. Squeaky wheels. Seat rather, not wheels. Ah, yes. It's a little bit lower at the front than I anticipated. And bangs from that nearly an exhaust, but it sounds good, that's for sure. Not too loud. I didn't want it too loud, but a couple of pops and bangs on the other front.
can't see it at the moment, but I've got a big cheesy grin on my face at the moment. I'm not counting my chickens, because you never know. I'm not there yet. So as you can see, that light has just come on the dash. Now I'll give myself a bit of time, so I'm going to go back home and see if I can't clear that before I go into the station. Awesome! Okay, so not brilliant. Light on the dash. I'm just on my way back home now. Hopefully I can get back, clear that. I don't know what it is. It looks to me like a tyre pressure on it, but it doesn't have TPM on it. It's, I don't know. Okay, well, it is what it is, so let's get back home. Only 5 minutes, and see if I can't clear that. The other thing I'm not 100% happy with is that the steering wheel is slightly off. So obviously when I put the steering rack back on, it's not been in the middle. Or it's not been lined up properly. I don't want to move the steering wheel because I think there's a steering wheel position sensor. So yeah, that's something that needs looking at as well. Okay, so got back home, plugged it in. I think it's something to do with the headlight level sensor, which I replaced. So cleared it, it's come back on, the lights on the dash. I haven't got time to start stripping, so what I'm thinking is I'll get it to the MOT station, I'll get it tested, let them tell me what it is. At least then I know exactly, because there might be other things as well, and go from there. Frustrating as hell, mightily peeved to say the least, but what can you do? I don't have the time to start playing around, so I plugged it in to my diagnostic tool, cleared it, but as soon as I started the ignition again, it came back on. So there's obviously something that needs addressing there, so I'm gonna have to get that done. Awesome! But hey, it's not a wasted journeys, it's not a wasted day. I've got to get MOT anyway. At least doing this, I know if there's anything else that needs attention, that I can address before bringing it back for a retest. Overall, I mean, it drives absolutely beautifully. You know, it pulls, it goes in a straight line, always a bonus. Stops in a straight line. There's some heavy braking slightly off camera just to see, and the brakes seem to work fine for me as well. They seem to be okay. So it's one of them, isn't it? Now it's get it to MOT station, get them to have a look at it, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I can't say I'm not a little bit deflated, because I am, but hey, you know, I mean, I'm going off what I know, and that is that, or what I think I know. You don't know what you don't know, and my understanding is they don't, MOT stations don't like lights on the dash, and this has got a big red one, not slap bang in the middle. Let's see what they say. Right, okay, so we're at the MOT station. I had a word with the chap in there. He's confirmed what I thought. If it is, I plugged it in again when I got here, and it looks like it's the headlight level sensor at the rear, which I replaced. So unless it's just come on disconnected, which I'm hoping it might have just disconnected, he said he'd have a look. But like he said, now I'm here, I might as well get it done, and at least then I know what's if there's anything else that needs sorting on it. Really frustrating that, because I've made sure I replaced it. Now I bought second-hand parts, so who's to say that the second-hand part isn't faulty itself? So yeah, that's the beauty of buying. I guess, like I say, used parts. You never know until you plug it in if it's going to work or not. So got a little bit of time. The guy he's actually really a nice guy. He just said, look, I was taking have a look under it when it's up on the ramps. He said, yeah. He said, just get it through. Let's see what it is, then we'll give you a report, and at least then you can take that away and get what it needs done, which is obviously what I'll do. Possibly a bit naive of me thinking that after a year and having it in bits that it had sailed through an MOT. That's kind of what I was hoping, but yeah, you just know. I mean, 20-year-old car, you've had it in bits. Having said that, when I did the Classic Mini in 2009, I did a full body shell restoration on that, and that went through first time. I was gobsmacked, but yeah, so I'll share some pictures of that at some point. But yeah, it is what it is. I'm here, gonna get it tested, then I know, and we'll see. If it is just come loose, then we can clip it back in. Hey, you never know, he might pass it, but fingers crossed. But we'll see. I'm just going to drop the keys off. I've got to go and wander around to the shops and get what do I need? Oh, some sickness tablets. Going on a boat. I don't like boats. We're going on a boat in a couple of days. Well, tomorrow. So yeah. Fingers crossed, guys. Let's see how we get on.
Okay, so once again my microphone decided that it didn't want to play. So there's a little bit here where I'm going to ad-lib, just trying to remember what I said, but I'm driving out of the MOT station and it did fail. But I don't look unhappy, do I? Well, that's because I'm not. Actually, the reason it failed was because of the handbrake. The left side, or near side, as we say here in the UK, the passenger side handbrake wasn't engaging enough. So what I'd done is when I'd adjusted the cable, I'd not done it correctly, and as a result, when they test the handbrake on the passenger side, it wasn't engaging enough for it to pass. So all in all, I was mega chuffed that the only thing that they pulled it up on was the handbrake cable or handbrake not engaging on the left or passenger side. So you can see, big cheesy grin, happy with that. And what I'm going to do, the guys at the garage said basically if I get it home, get it adjusted, bring it back later in the day, they'll retest it, because all they do is they only retest the part that or the bit that it failed on. So that's basically what I'm doing. I'm going home now, driving home now, and the red light had turned to orange, so that's another plus, and I'll touch on that a little later. So I'm basically heading off home to adjust the handbrake up, and then before getting it back to the garage, ready to have a retest. So fingers crossed. Is it going to work? Is it going to pass? I'm going to keep that one. And again, take two, off to the MOT garage station, as I call it, ready for the retest. Having readjusted the handbrake, I was happy with how it was now, as it was instead of how it was previously. So
let's see how we get on, and some nice little drive back up to the MOT station. Yeah, baby, it's a pass. It's a pass, baby. Oh, can you tell I'm a bit happy? Because my little Mini Cooper S, he passes MOT, baby. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna have to go and you know, go bask in my own glory. Oh, well, no one else is gonna do it for me, so yeah. Oh, I can't tell you just how happy I absolutely am. Oh, yeah, handbrake, user error, or me, basically, dropped it off. 5 minutes later, there you go, all sorted, happy days, crack on. So we have a full 12 months MOT on my Mini Cooper S. Muchos apios! Oh, honestly, guys, if you don't realise what this means to me. It just reinforces the fact that all the stuff I've done over the last year, I did it right. And it was, I mean, the guys there were saying, look, we've never seen a Mini look as good underneath as that one. They'd said it's absolutely mint. So it's yeah, I am absolutely stoked, well chuffed. So let's put that aside, because if you followed the video earlier, you'll have seen that I had a light. So we're all good on that front now. Basically what we have is, because I got the when I got back and I was doing the handbrake, I had a look at the I got it on the diagnostic machine, on the OBD thing, whatever it is, so I had a look at it, went through it in a little bit more detail, and what we have is, I said that the steering wheel's off. Well, it's the steering wheel sensor basically, so I need to basically align that, get that done, because that, I mean, it's nothing, is it? The steering wheel's slightly off. There's it's now a yellow light on the dash, so that'll sort that out. And the other thing I have noticed is that I think we need an aircon regas, because it's not blowing out cold. Now, I do know a guy that'll come and do that for me. Did it on my old TT a while back, 23.2 Mark 1 TT, which did a similar thing to this, actually, to be fair. Yeah, and I think we're then good to go. But you don't realise how small these things are, do you? Oh, just brilliant. The grin factor you get from this machine is just awesome, absolutely awesome. I mean, you do appreciate that cars have moved on since the early 2000s, and the build qualities and blah blah blah, but I'll tell you what, you don't get a grin factor like you do on this, even on my BMW M4. You know, the thing is with this, I can rag it around a country lane or an A road or a B road and be well within the speed limit and feel like you're absolutely flying. With the M4, it doesn't even get out of first gear, and you're looking at for cameras and whatnot. So yeah, but so yeah, just a couple of little jobs to do. Now, it did say on the MOT pass there's an oil leak, but as you saw earlier, there's nothing on the ground. I can't see an oil leak, so I popped back in and I said to the lad Jacob, I said, no, where was that? He said, don't know. He said I couldn't see it. He said I could just see a bit of oil, so whether it's oil that has been spilt or whatnot, I don't know. But he couldn't say where it was coming from. I can't see where there's been an oil leak. It's not dripped on the floor in the 3-4 weeks it's been sat in the garage with that cardboard underneath, so can't be excessive, can it? But it's one to definitely keep an eye on. What do I do now? Because this morning and leading up to this week, I was like, okay, if it passes, get it up for sale, because I've got my eye on something else. But I don't know, I've just driven this and I can honestly say I've not had a big cheesy grin on my face driving a car like I have this one for a long time. for a long time. The smiles per mile of this is just unbelievable. Would I be stupid if I sold it? Because I ain't going to get my money back. The money I've chucked at this has been a lot. I bought what I thought was a sound car. It was a sound car, engine wise, blah blah blah, bang on. But if I'd have spent $1,000 less or 1,500 quid less than I did, would I have spent the same amount of money? Possibly. Anyway, never know. But do I sell it? Do I put it up for sale or not? Because I tell you what, it's just awesome. It's absolutely fantastic. It's brilliant. I mean, it looks the business. You know, it's teeny weeny. It's just like you can just rag it around these country roads, and you know you're safe within the speed limit. You're not going to, you know, it's not a license loser, is it? And it's just awesome. And I think maybe I should do a couple of shows. I guess if someone comes up with the right amount of money, I might put it up for sale. I know what I want for it, and if someone comes up and offers that money, I guess I'll probably take it because because I've got my eye on something else, and that's what I do. The thing for me, what I like doing is I like tinkering. That's the bit that I enjoy. You won't think so if you heard me half the time with effing and blinding and turning the air blue, but that's the bit I enjoy. That's the bit I genuinely love. So if you're thinking about it, you know, give us a shout. You're more than welcome to come and have a look. It is what it is. If you've watched my videos, and if you haven't, go back and watch them. You know, you'll see everything that I've done, and that's one of the reasons I did the YouTube channel. Really, was to document what I was doing. You know, because there's no getting away from the fact. There's no hiding from it. Everybody can see exactly what I've done. You know, it's out there in the public domain. No one can say you haven't done this, you haven't done that. I've done what I thought needed to be done, what I've seen that needed to be done. And if something hasn't been done, it's because I haven't seen it, I've not known about it, and that's genuine. Hopefully you've seen the way I've gone about things is, you know, do it the right way. I have got one little mod to do when I get back. It's a little modification. Arrived yesterday. Some little cabrio braces for the front. So Neil Jones is on the R53 owners. He was selling some off, so I was like, I'll have a pair of them. They arrived yesterday. They're black. They're not going to stay black. Obviously the colour scheme is yellow, blue and the yellow, so I'm going to get them rubbed down, get them painted yellow, and then fit them. I'll do a little video on that. But I'll tell you what, this is one awesome machine. And I'm still within the speed limit. Awesome, freaking awesome. What a machine. I absolutely love this. Oh, what a car. I tell you what, you can't beat it. You really can't. Yes, anyway. Thanks guys and girls. Happy face. Be good.